moment, no, na nakaraos na ang ekonomiya. There's no more World War II. Okay, so one thing for sure, no, ito yung pinakamaraming population of their generation starts from born from 1945 to 1964. Bakit? Siyempre maayos ng ekonomiya. So one thing for sure, maraming yung mga nagpamilya or ng itong nanay at tatay nila na silent generations, no, nag-build ng family wherein okay na mga anak na madami kasi they could be able to provide. They have now the capacity to provide. Bakit naging competitive ito? Kasi marami siyang competition in terms of looking for a job. All right? Marami na to maraming population So we're talking about here at the same time they are all exposed, no, with the civil rights movement, like Castante has shared, no, and then we're talking about here also the women's suffrage wherein nagkaroon na ng boses ang mga babae, no, na in terms of political political aspect, no. Tapos at this moment they are also shared, no, the values or kumbaga naman nila yung pagiging committed in terms of the organization. Kasi nga, as of that moment, marami silang kalaban. Okay? Or siya mga competitors in terms of acknowledging, or should I say, having a specific work. So, loyalty to them is actually prevalent and recognized. And maganda dito, no, nadagdagan. Okay, in terms of their intrinsic values, no, they really wanted to have a what to call this, a balance in between life and work. Okay, yon. A company should consider that one to attract a competitive individual or competitive employees. Okay, kasi marami. Okay, and at the moment, kapag once na nagbunga na or gumanda na ang ekonomiya, maraming mga kumpanya ang magbubukas. Okay? That's why the world trade, no, has been boomed. May mga different subsidiaries na nag-open. Okay? Of course, they need to hire people. Okay? Yun. What are the common characteristics? That are the common characteristic of the baby boomers, excuse me. Okay, they're still committed towards the working towards their working values. Now, in comparison to the Generation X, no, since in the common life experiences, no, or what the life experiences that they have witnessed at that moment in the Generation X, this is the birth of the technology, the establishment of the computer. Okay, television is actually most of the families own television. So most probably they could be able to be exposed with different news. Now, the accessibility of news and information is actually bite-sized. Okay? They are the creator of the PowerPoints, no, or the Microsoft Office, this Generation X. So it actually between 1965, they born at 1965 plus 20, no, until 1986. Okay, this is actually half of the millennials. All right, so already I have 7 minutes, no, to continue this one. All right, and then there is also what to call this struggle in terms of the news in terms of the health crisis. No, this is no pandemic. However, we're talking about here the AIDS. Okay, kaya if ever that you are going to talk about the working values of these generations, they much love, no, to balance their life and work, wherein if ever, no, they are not that much committed into organizations wherein who could not be able to provide them a work-life balance. Kasi as of this moment, no, both of their parents are working. So self-independence has been established at this moment. Kasi as we all know, their parents are the baby boomers. Like what I have said to you, no, it has something to do with that. Okay, both of their parents are working. So one thing for sure, who is going to raise with this young or adolescent one? Okay, Kaya na-master nila ang self-independency. Ang problema nga dito they are being tag as what they call this narcissistic, self-centered, no, all the negatives, no? Kasi nga they're into independency. Okay? What else? What are the common characteristic of the Generation X? They have also cynical and skeptical. Okay, what do you mean by that? Since in terms of the decision making that they have, no, they could be able to what they call this? They don't allow others to participate in terms of their decision making. No, whether they are, it is going to be. They're going to achieve a positive or negative outcome. They are going to be responsible on that one. Kaya that's they are cynical. Okay, they're meaning they are matured enough to accept the mistakes that they're going to do. Kasi nga walang parents na nagsasabi sa kanila this is the right thing to do and this is not the thing, this is the wrong thing to do. Okay, this is the do's and don'ts. Okay, kasi both parents are working. Okay, see, it has actually a great effect, no? That's why if ever that you are going to work with Generation X managers, most probably this is going to be, if ever that they're going to enter into the workforce, no, ang age nila is from 25 to 40. Okay? So in terms of the type of leadership that they are going to interact, no, it's going to be different as well. Okay? Since their managers, no, or the top management and lower level management is hold or by the baby boomers, no, since they are into pictures, no, if ever that you wanted to promote should I say harmony, no, within the organizations, no, you as the young individuals, no, as the part of Generation X, no, let your boss let your boss, no, voice out themselves, and that's the moment that you are going to should I say discuss the things that you wanted to say, or that the change that your actions about the changes that they are going to formulate. Anong ibig sabihin nun? For example, like what the speaker said, no, as we all know that the baby boomers are the auditory learners, no, since of in terms of learning styles, no, they really wanted, or they fond of speaking, debates. Okay, they are fond of reading and hearing things, no, through their auditory. Okay, in comparison to the Generation Actions, they are exposed with the news, no, and the televisions, no, they fond of, or their learning styles, no, they could be able to easily adapt in terms of images. Okay, so paano natin mag-collaborate or integrate that different generations? Okay, if ever that you are the young generations, if you are matured enough, of course, one thing for sure, you let your boss voice out the things that she needs to understand. What I am hearing is, okay, that is the techniques that this speaker said, no, in one of the videos. So if ever, boss, I heard that this is the thing that you wanted us to do. Okay, and then I hear that the changes is like this. Am I correct? Just like that. In comparison, if you are the boss, no, if you really want to maintain good communication, no, can you show me the data? So you are getting a data or information from the should I say the nexters, no, or the middle millennials, no, a picture for you, or for you to be able to understand generations. Kasi if ever that you want them to talk about it, no, one thing for sure, they cannot be explained and expound themselves, because the characteristics that they have, or the skills that they have, is to presenting things, no. They could be if ever that you are going to ask them to present, no, they could be able to formulate a good deck. Okay, kaya nga tinawag na silang adapters They are the adapters. If the baby boomers are the builders or the creators, no, since they are the what they call this, the builders of the corporations or the organizations. Okay, this generations X, no, are the adapters, okay, of the achievements of of both the silent generations and baby boomers. Okay, they are adapting. Nasa middle sila ng technological advancement and traditional. Nagegets nyo? Yun eh. Okay, so if you want to communicate well, no, with your boss who are part of the baby boomers, you let them speak. No, regardless kahit mahaba pa yan. They are your boss in respect to the authority. Okay? Now, let's talk about the working values of the nexters or the Generations X. They are actually committed but they are not loyal. Ayun yung based on the statistics. Okay? And then at the same time, in terms of they both love intrinsic and extrinsic values, no? They want also power. Okay? Most of them are really wanted to become part of the top management or middle management, no? In a very young age. Okay, because nga they are very independent no? They are very comfortable, no, in terms of doing decision making, and then if ever that it's going to be a positive and negative outcome, they are going to be responsible, no, held responsible on the outcome. All right, now let's talk about the Generation Y. Okay, Generation Y, actually the millennials. This is the middle millennials or Gen X, no? A millennial, no? In terms of this one, this actually the birth of the digitalizations, wherein the computer now is more advanced. Okay, the communications, no? We could be able to telecommunicate at that moment. So, alam mo na magiging problema dito, sabi ng isang speakers, since the intensity of the interaction is no longer felt, no? Kasi this computer as of now, no? You could be able to tell me that I'm happy, no, regardless if I'm not happy. Okay? I could be able to tell also that you are actually still listening to me or not listening to me. And so that is actually the gap, or that is actually the hindrance of this remote, no? The intensity of the feelings, no, of the conveyance of the message, no, are no longer being felt. Yan yung nangyari sa millennials as of now. Okay? Ano naging challenge sa workplace? Most of the modern, or should I say, companies, no, who are adopting technological advancement, the real effect of management, no, is no longer felt by the people who surrounds him. Okay, kasi as of that moment, we are already bridged, no, by technological advancement through email. Pwede ka magtrabaho na outside your workplace, no? So if ever that she is angry, no, wala na siyang pwedeng pagbalingan ng galit niya. Okay, nagigets nyo? Yun eh. Ayun yung pinaka-actually effect niya eh. Diba? And then at the same time, vice versa. No? She's going to be very frustrated if ever that she cannot be able to navigate the technological advancement that the company that she is already working with. No? Napakahirap sa kanila to adopt. Okay, not unlike you, millennials, you are very happy and you could be able to easily navigate digitalization, no, in this digital age. Sabi nga one of our seminars, no, we are already in the knowledge society because both of the millennials and centennials, you are the centennials, no, if you're born from 2000 and above, no, both of the millennials and centennials share a common, no, era wherein you are already the brilliance of the society. Bakit? You could be able to easily access information, and you could be able to tell us whole the story of from the silent generations up to the millennials or up to your generations. Okay? You are into modern gadgets. Okay? So one thing for sure, your parents, the millennials parents and centennials parents are the Gen X, most probably the middle age of Gen X. Okay? So wherein, kung yung baby boomers, no, ang anak nila na Gen X, no, pinagbabawalan na dapat restricted lang time nila when it comes to the technology. Sabi kasi nga, dapat they are not going to be exposed. Your parents, your millennial parents, no, as part of the Centennials, they are letting you, okay, to engage with technology kasi dyan na kayo lumaki. Okay, and that has something to do with your improvement, productivity. Okay? Yun eh. Kaya, your generations actually, your generational differences, no, has actually something to say, no, if ever that there will be miscommunication to different generations. That's why it is very important that we need to understand each of the differences. Okay? Kasi there should be a remedy. Okay? Like what we have understand, right? The job satisfaction, job engagement, job commitment, job involvement, no, of an individual has something to do with that. Okay, from the values that they have. Okay, now, what are the common working values of centennials as of now? But we could not be able to determine kasi you are not yet haven't entered the workplace yet. Kaya nga, if you're going to look at in the picture, no, so next is the last, no? Because as of now, you're still studying. So what you have right now are just theoretical foundations about the working values, no? What ought and what to follow. What ought to follow and what to follow. Okay, as of now. Okay, but if ever, no, if you're going to bring all these learnings, you could be able to handle whether your boss, one thing for sure, kapag you have entered the workforce na, siguro most probably 8 years from now or 3 years from now or 2 years from now, kasi nag-start naman kayo to work is 18 to 23. Diyan kayo nag-start mag-work, no? Most probably your middle management are already the nexters. You could be able to easily get in touch with them. No, not unless if it is a traditional one. Okay? And then if ever that your boss is going to be baby boomers, most probably retiring na yan eh. Hindi, makakaabot pa din. If they're going to be born at 1945 to 1964, kung pinanganak sila between 1960 to 1964, one thing for sure, no, you know na how to communicate with them. Okay? Let them voice out themselves. And especially the nexters, no? If ever that you want to engage with them, no? Give them deck. Give them PowerPoint presentation and technological advancement. You are good with that. Okay? But as of now, no? All the things that we have gathered or the data, kasi wala naman nakalagay dito sa Google Scholar article, no? Specifically to the working values that you have, kasi wala pa nga kayo sa workforce as of now. Ang pinaka-current lang is the nexters and the generation Y. Okay? Or the millennials. Okay? So far, I'm going to end it up with that. And then we're going to continue on next meeting. So far, we've touched already. Okay? So, ano lang gusto kong sabihin sa inyo, class? Let us say, what they call this, enumerate the things that we have learned today. So, most probably, the workforce that you are going to be with, no, the moment that you're going to be working, no, is from baby boomers up to the millennials. Most probably, pag naabutan nyo pa, kapag maaga kayo at the age of 18, nag-work na kayo, most probably may maabutan pa kayong baby boomers na managers. So, what are the dominant work values that they have? They want to become successful, self-achievement, ambitious. They're very ambitious because they are the builders of the corporations. Dislike of authority, loyalty to career, they're very loyal because as of that moment, the common life experience that they have, no, taught them to become loyal kasi nga they are the parents of the sirs, nexters, no? They are both working kasi at that moment there are more competition. Kaya hindi mo matatanggal sa kanila yan. In terms of the sirs, no, most probably this is going to be your supervisors. Or kapag yung medyo pinanganak no 1965, this is going to be your top management. All right? So they are into work-life and balance. One thing for sure, magkakasundo kayo nito kasi you are centennials, no? You really wanted that if you're going to work, no, you want a high-paid job. You want to work independent. And then at the same time, you want to have a recognition of your own and then you want to put your name, no? Or you want to be recognized immediately, no, by your peers. Ayun ang gustong-gusto nyo. Kaya nga sa TikTok, very famous sa inyo yan, no? Team-oriented, no? Collaborations is very into you, no? and then with the use of gadgets, no, one thing for sure, magkakasundo kayo nitong mga nexters. Okay? Then loyalty to relationships. Ito, ang magiging problema is ever that you are a type of person who doesn't value relationship. Okay? I'm not talking about intimacy here. A peer-to-peer relationship, manager and supervisor, employee relationship, that is what I'm talking about. Then 1980 onwards, you are the most confident since you are the brilliance of the society. Financial success, kasi like what we have said, no, in like what this speaker, no, in our seminar, you are in the knowledge society. Si Mark Zuckerberg, 'di ba? They have formulated a very should I say a great revolution in this 21st. Kaya nga tinawag niyo itong century natin is the 21st revolutions wherein there are a lot of digital age that has changed our lives, no? Because of this technology na wherein we are all wherein kunyari our parents are far from us, we could be able to connect with them, no, in a second or in a minute because of technology. Okay, self-reliant, you are very self-reliant, self-dependency, no? Kasi nga sabi nung iba, no, may mga TikTokers, no, I could be able to provide my money, no, without my parents. No, but do not forget to remain or preserve your values, no, in terms of respecting elderly's class, no, no matter what, kahit naging good provider man kayo, tatandaan niyo yan, no, may balik yan. Team-oriented loyalty to both self and relationship, yan, you could be able to manage to be working independently and then at the same time your life, no, if ever that you're going to be stressed out, one thing for sure, no, I want to live my life to the fullest. No, it doesn't mean that your commitment to the organization is just less, no, but you could be able to balance. Ayun yung pinaka-term doon. All right? So far, thank you. Na ano ko na naman yung ating time. So, may I stop presenting? So this is the thing that we have discussed, and then these are my references. Thank you for listening. I hope that you've learned something today. And then may I see your individual